When people meet Frankie for the first time, the first thing they notice is his missing eye. That alone is enough to draw attention. But then, with a second glance, comes the surprise. Frankie has not 2, not even 3, but 4 ears. That's usually when their eyes widen and the questions begin. His extra ears don't function like normal ones. They're more like soft flaps of skin. But he can feel touch, and he absolutely loves when they're rubbed. Those little unusual ears are his favourite spot to be scratched. Frankie arrived at the animal shelter where I work under unusual circumstances. At first, I heard whispers. A rumour that a 4-eared cat had been brought in. Honestly, I thought someone was joking. But curiosity got the better of me and I went to check. And there he was, real, quiet, unusual, and somehow immediately endearing. He had been born with a facial deformity that affected one of his eyes. It didn't function, and it had to be removed for his health. When I found out he'd be having surgery, I volunteered to foster him through recovery. I thought it would be temporary. I fostered many animals before and always found joy in helping them heal, then letting them go to forever homes. But Frankie was different. Something about him lodged itself into my heart almost immediately. It wasn't just his unique appearance, it was his presence. There's a deep gentleness in him, a rare sweetness I hadn't seen in any other cat. It felt like we had chosen each other, not consciously, but instinctively. The bond formed quickly and effortlessly. I never planned to adopt him, but I knew I couldn't give him up. Frankie didn't just become a permanent part of my home, he became part of its heart. What's extraordinary is not just how he's healed, but how he helps others heal. Many of the cats that come through the shelter are scared, under-socialized or wary of people. Frankie becomes their guide. He shows them that humans can be kind, that a home can be safe, and that it's okay to let love in. I do the feeding, the cleaning, the vet trips. But Frankie does the real emotional work. He's the one they follow. He's the one they trust first. One of the clearest examples of his impact is with my cat Lucius. Lucius had been with me for nearly 2 years before Frankie came along. He was shy, distant, and never quite let his guard down. But then Frankie moved in, and something shifted. Lucius began to come closer. He started seeking attention, letting himself be petted, slowly learning to relax and enjoy affection. Frankie brought out a side of him I'd never seen before. Frankie's personality is hard to describe because it's so deeply soulful. He's playful, very much so. If he still had both eyes, I think he'd be an excellent hunter. His favourite game is chasing ribbons, and when he plays, it's with fierce, focused energy. He's got a bit of a tough guy edge in play, but the moment he curls up next to you, purring and nuzzling into your hand, you see the softness at his core. He's both warrior and healer. People sometimes ask me if I adopted Frankie because of how unique he looks, and while that might catch people's attention, it's not why I kept him. It was everything inside him, his calmness, his wisdom, his quiet ability to comfort others, that made me realise I couldn't let him go. Frankie's existence has changed me too. I'm not naturally outgoing. I usually keep to myself, but Frankie, with his unusual ears and one eye, tends to spark conversations wherever we go. People ask questions, they smile, they want to know his story. And through him, I've found myself connecting with people in a way I never expected. He's made me more open, more social. He's good for my soul. To me, Frankie is perfect. Not in spite of his differences, but because of them. His missing eye and extra ears aren't flaws. They're part of his story, part of what makes him special. They've never held him back, and they don't define him. What defines Frankie is his heart. The way he gives. The way he helps other animals and humans feel safe, seen, and loved. Frankie reminds us of a truth we often forget. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy of love. You don't have to look like everyone else to make a difference in the world. Sometimes it's the ones who stand out that bring the most healing, the lightest. If Frankie's story touched your heart, please consider sharing it. There are countless animals out there with unique stories, waiting to be seen, waiting to be loved. Help us spread the message that every life, no matter how different, is valuable. Because being different isn't something to hide, it's something to celebrate.